Welcome to the Certified Marriage Mentor Training course. I want to start by taking you through a very quick overview of the course, how to get certified, all the details before you even dive into the actual training. The first thing that I want to do is talk about what this course offers. And so you're going to notice that we have Mentor Training Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, and ongoing segments that are called Mentor Support. In order for you to become certified, you must complete Mentor Training Level 1, 2, and 3. However, as soon as you're done completing Level 1, you're allowed to mentor couples. It's important to note that your church's needs are a priority over ours if you're not only mentoring for your church, but also for us. Some mentors are only going to mentor couples for their church and its mentoring demands, and that's it. Other mentors are going to not only mentor for their church, but they're also at times going to mentor couples that we send them from our marketing and from our program. But other mentors, their church isn't interested in the program at all, and so they're only going to be mentoring couples with us and couples that we send them. Let's talk about Mentor Training Level 1. This was the basic level training that we've used for 10 years, training thousands of people all over the world. It was sufficient for you to begin mentoring, and so let's talk about it. The first step is to get really good at mediation. The second is to learn how to teach the Bible, truth, marriage nuggets, marriage information in a way that's timely and appropriate. The third is how to confront the core heart of people. These three elements in that order are very, very important to learn how to become a really good mediator, teach the gospel and truth and the power of love and respect, then confront core heart issues, all in that order. It's imperative that you use your mentor guide while you're mentoring couples, because you're going to learn how to get them around the bases on every single issue found in their marriage assessment, which is a 177 question online assessment. You will acquire the results of their assessment, so it will tell you precisely what specific issues you're going to be addressing, and the mentor guide is going to give you guidance on how to round the bases and what scriptures to use along the way. Make sure that you try to get your church to send you broken marriages from time to time by promoting your services using social media. And also, you can share it on your own social media. You want to be your own marketing agent, if you will, to stimulate activity and to keep yourself busy mentoring couples. Also, we're going to be sending you couples from our program from time to time. Now let's talk about Mentor Training Level 2. This is simply a section that's going to help you deal with some specific tough cases. What if somebody won't forgive after you've done everything you can, and they just still won't forgive? Or maybe you're helping a couple recover from adultery, and there are special nuances to that situation. Or maybe a couple or a person just won't communicate. Or possibly you're mentoring a premarital couple and they're living together, sexually active, one's saved, one's not, and they don't care. What do you do? Or maybe you come across someone with a sexual addiction, and even though we are not a rehab center or we're not rehabilitating people, I still want you to have some really good practical steps when you run into these situations. And lastly, spiritual bondage. And so you're going to learn more about these things by watching Mentor Training Level 2. Now let's talk about Mentor Training Level 3. This is derived from our new website called refreshyourmarriage.org. And this website was designed for us to market a funnel, if you will, to all couples anywhere in the world. Dr. Emerson Agrich and I built this together, and it is a landing spot for all couples to come to experience this online course, to fill out an assessment, and for them to see if they can strengthen and refresh their marriage in their own home all alone. Should they purchase this course, they will then experience these 15 videos that you're also required to watch. They're going to have the results of their own marriage health assessment, and on their own, without a mentor, they're going to try to round the bases and get through all 15 segments. Should they need help, should they get stuck, they're going to reach out to me and purchase an upgrade for either 5 or 10 weeks of mentoring. Which means couples that we send you will have subscribed to this course and also filled out an assessment. They'll have their own results, which they're going to email you, and they will have purchased either 5 or 10 weeks of mentoring from our online course. We will route them to you, and then they will email you their assessment so that you can mentor them, use your mentor guide and all the other training modules, and refer to their marriage health assessment results. The ongoing support videos are not required to become certified, but they're just an additional library of content and information. We provide many other random topics. We provide more scriptures and more ideas and more references and more resources for you. Now let's talk about getting certified. At the end of every segment or every mentor training level, there will be a button that you'll click on that says, I've completed this particular level. Once you've completed level 3, there will be an automated email that will come out to us when you click on the button that you're done, and we will then send you a certification letter via email. You can also remember to begin mentoring couples right away after watching level 1. However, you will not become certified till after you've completed level 3. When you mentor couples, it's important that you stick to the overall process to become a great mediator, to teach the gospel, to teach truth, to teach love and respect at the right time and the right timing, then confront core issues in that order. Mentor Training Level 1 is going to unpack that for you, but you've got to make sure that you stick to that process to become effective. You want to use your mentor guide regarding specific issues that you're addressing from their marriage health assessment. You want to make sure to help them solve their issues. They're the ones that solve their own issues. You don't. You want to make sure that you impart biblical truth and get them to a place of forgiveness, of repentance, and in many cases, for an unbeliever to become saved. Don't try to be a therapist. Don't overteach. Don't dominate the sessions. And don't think that you're here to solve all of their problems. I'd rather you not solve any of their problems, but you're here to help them figure out how to solve their own problems in a loving and respectful and a biblical way. The idea here is, would you rather give them a fish and help them for a day, or teach them how to fish and help them for a lifetime? And that's the idea of being a mediator, a teacher, and then confront the core heart. It'll all make a lot more sense after training level 1. Let's now talk about generating leads. It's important that you understand all the different ways that you can get yourself busy and active. And again, to remind you, we created this Refresh Your Marriage website, and that itself is going to generate a lot of leads. We're going to be pouring a lot of finances and marketing into refreshyourmarriage.org. We, meaning Dr. Emerson and myself. And this is hopefully going to reach out to couples all over the world like a funnel. And we want to draw them to this course of 15 videos and an assessment. And so let me explain to you the options that they're going to have. Any couple anywhere can go to refreshyourmarriage.org, and they can access this course and an assessment by purchasing the basic level. That's $69. What that means is any couple who wants refreshed, and maybe it's just a couple who needs a little encouragement and a little refreshing, that's fine. $69, they get into the assessment and they can watch the videos in their own home. They can go through them. They're going to learn how to round the bases. They're going to learn how to solve some issues. They're going to deal with their spiritual walk. They're going to deal with core heart issues and all that on their own without a mentor. If they want to upgrade, they can purchase the Plus level, which is $129, which is everything in basic plus 2 books from Dr. Emerson and 2 books from me. The advanced level is $279. And what that is everything in plus 5 weeks of mentoring. And the premium level is $449, and that's everything in plus 10 weeks of mentoring. You might be wondering, well, what are we going to do with that money or revenue, especially if we're not the ones mentoring them? And that's a great question. We thought long and hard about this, and at first we thought about compensating mentors, but after talking to our legal team, we found out that would become somewhat of a liability. And so what we did is we really lowered our prices for mentoring, but that extra income is going to help us offset all the money that we're going to spend marketing and searching and going after the broken. And so we're going to pour that money right back into the ministry. And our hope is to break even with all that marketing and trying to reach the lost. And so that's our process, and that's how we're going to proceed. The pro level is if a couple wants a 3-day intensive where they fly into where we live and they stay in a hotel for 3 days, and they're going to get a 3-day intensive marriage mentoring from Pam and we're going to pour into them and help them save their marriage. It's important that you stay patient with us as all of this is new and we're experimenting with the marketplace. And we might change a few things in the next couple years as we experiment and we find out what the market might say to us and how many couples are interested in this, and we might shift things around. So be patient as we are going to learn a lot in the next 6 months or year. So let's go back to this idea of how to generate leads. Certified mentors can also generate leads by promoting the refreshyourmarriage.org website on your own social media outlets. We're asking you to go out to all of your circle of friends and family and followers with Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and just promote the power of refreshing your marriage with love and respect, where they're going to get access to a health assessment and 15 videos helping them through it in their own home all alone. And let them decide once they get there if they want mentoring or not. Also, word of mouth. Let people know in your circle just by communicating with them, and make a personal invite to couples in your area, and then you can actually mentor them face to face. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Dare to be different in love and respect. Again, we're going to be throwing a lot of advertising dollars into this through our own online marketing. And our staff, once that we generate these leads, our staff is going to send out a request for mentoring to all the certified mentors at the same time. We're basically going to say this: hey everyone, we have a lead. We've got a couple who's paid and they want to be mentored. Who can take them on? And it's going to be first come, first serve. And that's going to be your opportunity to take them on. So let's go back to placing couples with certified mentors. Our staff's going to send this request form out, and it'll be an email. We'll have all the certified mentors in one big group, and first come, first serve. Certified mentors will make contact with their mentee couple via email, and they're going to schedule their first sessions using either Zoom, FaceTime, Skype, or some form of video conferencing that you like. I prefer Zoom. It's free. It works really, really well, and so that would be my recommendation to you. I'll be offering free webinars for all the certified mentors on how to get familiar with Zoom, how to use it in the upcoming months. Certified mentors will also ask mentees to email them their marriage health assessment so that they can use it as a reference. And so once you get your couple that you're going to mentor, ask them, can you email me your marriage health assessment results? And they can download it and they can email it, and that way you can refer to it. Certified mentors will also mentor these couples for either 5 or 10 weeks. Help them get unstuck on their issues. Remember that all of those couples that you're mentoring will have already accessed the training videos on how to round the bases, how to resolve their issues, how to deal with core issues. And so when you come into their life and mentor them, there's already going to be some commonality there. They're already going to be familiar with what you do and how you do it. Your job is to help them get unstuck by mediating, incorporating the gospel, teaching the gospel in love and respect, and then confronting their hearts and making sure that you have a chance to help them repent, forgive, and to move forward. One of the biggest questions I've gotten so far is, will we be compensated? And so when it comes to our certified mentors, the quick answer is no. There is no compensation. Again, we thought about it, we looked into it, we felt like there were too many liabilities and too many issues. So certified mentors are volunteering their services, and they're only allowed to mentor couples as a couple. And so as you're watching this, and if you're not a professional, if you're not licensed, if you're not a pastor, you must mentor as a couple, you and your spouse. The revenue that we collect, again, is all going to go into our advertising, reaching the lost. And that's our thought, that's our business model, that's our plan. And so we're hoping that it'll all work out, and we're going to maybe make some minor adjustments along the way. Certified mentors can instruct couples that they mentor face-to-face to pay $69 to access our basic level and then mentor them face-to-face. And what I mean here is I'm not asking you to go to couples directly face-to-face and pay us the extra amount to get mentored, the $279 or the $449 level. We're not asking you to have them subscribe to that at all if you're going to mentor them face-to-face and they're in your area. All they have to pay is $69 because that's going to gain access to the assessment and to the 15 videos. And then you're going to mentor them face-to-face. What that really means is I didn't spend any of our money marketing them, going out to our social media and all the Facebook advertising. Therefore, we don't need to collect any extra money from them for the idea of marriage mentoring. A licensed counselor, a life coach, a pastor, you are permitted to charge couples for your normal fees that you normally would charge them for your services as a counselor, as a coach, or as a pastor. But you must have them go to our website and pay the basic level $69 so that they can access the assessment and our course, which greases the skids, if you will. It prepares them for the mentoring process that you're going to deliver them. And so this is a wonderful, powerful process. And we've designed this to flow well with volunteer lay couples and also people who are professionals and they do this for a living. So there you go. That is a really quick overview of our whole process. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, you can contact me, dive in, enjoy the journey, and we're so glad you're on our team. May the Lord protect you, may He bless you, may He pour out His passion on you and give you courage to run to the front line of the battle where it's fierce. Have a good day.